some of their attack in the 22, just ruthless again, and really nice deception and range of options for Gibson Park, who's making lovely decisions within those options, and the power combined with the decision making is really irresistible at times. And then I thought that the other continuation was just RG Snyman. You mentioned him. For me, he was head and shoulders above, really, to be honest. Everything he did was high class, apart from the missed tackle with Jamie Osborne on forward for his try in the second half, when the pair of them just seemed to slightly switch off. But that aside, Snyman was remarkably good. Obviously 8 offloads, and some of them were simply stunning, and you know that he's going to try it, but it still makes you get up out of your seat when he does it. It's so skillful, and it's at times it looks like it's going to be impossible, but he just seems to dominate a 2-man tackle, even a 3-man tackle at times, and get that ball up high in one hand. The celebration was brilliant, I thought. He seems to be embracing the superstar role. Like, it seems to be sitting really comfortably with him. He's got this big grin on his face all the time. And not that wasn't there before, but he seems to be enjoying it and delighting in it. And he seems even more confident than before. You know, even the celebration is an acknowledgement that, like, I can't get the ball out of my hand because I've got such a strong grip. It was really cool. So I enjoyed seeing that element of the performance. But Connacht, similar to Munster actually last weekend, they'll feel like they got into loads of good positions and could have done more damage, but that again seems to be the trend, that teams who played Leinster, they feel, oh, we could have scored there, but part of their D system is the fact they scramble so well. So it was a kind of familiar looking Leinster performance now at this stage.
It was actually an extremely similar game, I thought, to the one last week. Even at one point, it was 26-12, and you're thinking it might finish up the same scoreline. Just before we move on from the Snyman celebration, Bridge, I want to get your thoughts on it, because I'm sure you would have been on the field for a few spectacular ones by your teammates, maybe even by yourself as well. But that's among the coolest, coolest celebrations I've seen in a while. Like, I'm a 32-year-old man. It takes a lot to impress me with a celebration at this point. And when I saw him do that, I was like, man, that's fucking excellent, to be honest.
Yeah, look at it. It was brilliant. Look at Leinster signed himself and Geordie Barrs before they failed to win silverware. You know, it was they've come in now, and I think their need on the field is obvious to help Leinster get over the line. But there was a big element of them being signed to be box office, you know, to help attract people to the Viva, you know, for what's probably going to be the majority of more mundane games where you know the results is before you go there. But I think you would pay to see RG Snyman, you'd pay to see Geordie Barrs, and obviously Leinster are going to benefit from their ability on the field as well. But like, there's not a lock in the world who can do what he does, and like, to have 8 offloads out of a total Leinster offloads of 11 or 12 is ridiculous, and the effect that has on the defence is crazy. I mean, people talk about Sonny Bill Williams. I'm telling you, if Sonny Bill Williams played on Saturday night, he wouldn't have had the same influence on that game. And I think you take RG out, and it's a much closer game, which is incredible that one player can dominate a match with all professional players on it, elite players. You know, this kind of team are no duds, but yes, he made their task much more difficult.